Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones was arrested for drunk driving. Oh, interesting. Oh no, not drunk driving. Driving while impaired. We believe in facts here, unlike Infowars. Okay. Anyway, so now this is according to a report by the Daily Beast's Will Sommer. Jones was arrested on a Class B misdemeanor DWI charge, according to a spokeswoman for the Travis County Sheriff's Department. Now, according to an arrest affidavit filed in court, Jones was having an argument with his wife, and so she had called the sheriff's department to report a family disturbance between her and Jones. Now, Jones' wife added that he had possibly been drinking. Possibly. Okay. Now, the affidavit reads, the disturbance now was only verbal, but earlier in the day it was physical. Now, okay. So, look, there was this police report, right? Later in the day, I'm sorry, not later in the day. On the way to check out this disturbance, right? A sheriff's deputy saw a car matching the description of Jones' car, and they decided, okay, let's pull them over, right? And you're not going to be shocked to find out that the police officer said that Jones had a, quote, strong odor of alcohol coming from his person. Now, the affidavit noted that Jones said he had drank a bottle of sake earlier that night during dinner when they were having this domestic disturbance, right? Now, an article on the Infowars website, however, claims something a little bit different. They claim that Jones was caught up in a Travis County DWI dragnet after being pulled over for speeding. Well, no, wait a minute. No, it's the dragnet. Yep, they were pulling over for speeding, and he had a little bit of sake, and he wasn't even over the legal limit. But they still got him. Dragnet, deep state, they're after me. Now, in the story, Jones says he had drank a small amount of sake at a Japanese restaurant. Now, look, it's Alex Jones, so I don't believe a damn word he says. But the report described, and I love this description here, Jones' eyes as water and glassy with constricted pupils, and adds that he was excited, talkative, and carefree. Well, that sounds like he's having a fun time. Now, Jones also had swayed back and forth during an interview, according to the affidavit, and later failed a walk-and-turn sobriety test. Not only that, but it also showed that he was actually under the legal limit of 0.08 blood alcohol content, but was just barely. So this was like a rounding issue, right? The test recorded him at a 0.079, putting him 1/100th below the limit, technically. So technically under the limit, but according to Texas law, you may be close, but no cigar. It allows for a driver to be charged with a DWI, even if they're under the limit, if they're considered to be impaired. Now, remember the description. Let's go back to that. Glassy-eyed, or water and glassy-eyed, right? With constricted pupils, couldn't pass a walk-and-turn sobriety test. So, look, that would appear to have him be impaired. The DWI seems a bit legit, right? So no deep states, no dragnets, no they're out to get me and turning the frogs gay, and 1776 will not come again. Okay? Very impaired. Look, here's the thing. I have come to the realization that Alex Jones is the guy that no one wants to party with. And let's be honest about that, right? He's a guy who gets ripped, starts screaming nonsense, and tries to pick fights. Yeah, I mean, based on what his ex-wife had talked about, and I know I hate getting into people's personal lives, but like, she had made a lot of allegations which seem to be matching up, that he has a bit of an alcohol problem, right? And look, that description, by the way, getting ripped, screaming nonsense, and trying to pick fights with people, that could be used as a description of a show. I mean, that's the entire premise. So he sounds like one of the worst drunks ever, right? One of those people who just gets completely obliterated and then starts, causing troubles. All right. Well, for me, look, I've been drunk before, not on this show, obviously, but like, I'm fun, right? I'm one of the fun ones, right? But we all know the guy who isn't fun. Jones is that guy. Not a fun guy to have a beer with. Okay. I don't understand how people like Joe Rogan can be friends with Alex Jones. Then again, Joe Rogan probably just smokes pot with him. So, I mean, there is that. But look, I think he does have a serious problem. Might have a problem. Might have a serious problem. Or maybe more than one problem. I don't know. But this isn't the first time he's gotten in trouble with law for drinking and driving. Back in December, the New York Times talked to a former InfoWars staffer who described Jones driving while drinking out of a Dixie cup that had the, quote, smell of vodka like paint thinner. I'm not saying anything, but just, wow. Who would have thought that an online crazy personality would also be an alleged drunk? Who knew? The things that you learn. But I'm sure all of this is a conspiracy, that I am a paid Soros actor employed by the deep state that is also trying to turn your cat gay. And maybe your dog too. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.